We now have Portland Nightshader shirts and hoodies down in the description below. Be sure to pick one up today if you do want to support us moving into the APA and NCP season. Hey guys, John Jr. here, bringing you guys another NCP video. This time, we are taking on Brendan in his Vegas Golden Corviknights. Be sure to check him out down below. His video might be just a tad bit late because he does have some computer issues, which is why as well his DA is not up yet. But he's a really cool person. I actually have not ever played him. I was going to him PCL before, you know, the whole thing with that happened. But we're here, and we're here to defend our title. So let's go ahead and go into the team. So if you didn't miss my DA, my team should be on screen. It is Necrozma, Weavile, Venusaur, Torkoal, Flygon, Rotom, Primarina, regular Mawile, Gastrodon, and Cherum. Brendan's team, he's got a really scary one. He has Excadrill, Hippowdon, Hawlucha, Indeedee Male, Appleton, Morpeko, Lapras, Weezing, Flareon, and Morgrim. As far as the biggest threats go, our Pokemon that does the most damage to his team is going to be Necrozma. His dark type is Morpeko, so obviously Necrozma goes insane, and honestly he doesn't have a lot of ways to stop Necrozma. As far as his biggest threat to us, I think Excadrill obviously is a very big threat. If we let that get out of control, we could be in some serious trouble. So let's go ahead and dissect the matchup just a little bit. Obviously the first Pokemon that I think he's going to be bringing is Excadrill. Excadrill is phenomenal, just a standard Iron Head, you know, Swords Dance set, something like that, dual stab. He could go like dual stabs SD Rocks, he could go dual stabs SD Rapid Spin, dual stabs with Shadow Claw even for the Rotom. There's a lot of different things that he could do with Excadrill, but dual stabs just demolishes us. The next Pokemon, obviously if you have your Sand Abuser, you want Sand, so I think he's also going to bring Hippowdon. Hippowdon is a very scary Pokemon in itself. We don't necessarily have the best time breaking it. It's not super hard for us to break, but again, it could pose as a threat, especially if he's a specially defensive variant. We don't have a lot of ways to deal with that, and even if he's like a curse set, that could pose a problem. The next Pokemon is Indeedee Male. I think Indeedee Male does phenomenal. Our dark type is Weavile, but outside of that, it has a really good matchup. He could be something like Calm Mind offensive Indeedee, and we have a lot of trouble switching into that Pokemon. Next is Weezing. Weezing is probably one of the best Weavile checks in the game, so I do believe Weezing comes specifically for the Weavile and for no other reason. Lapras is the next Pokemon that I think does very well. We actually don't really switch into Ice as well as I would like, especially not Freeze Dry, man. So I think Lapras does a really well against us, and I think he has no reason not to bring it. And lastly, didn't really know what Pokemon to put here. I think he might bring Morpeko as a good dark type for Necrozma, but the one that I put down is Hawlucha. Hawlucha is definitely a threat once it gets under psychic terrain. While I do think we have a lot of ways to stop it, if we let it get out of control or in a position where it can set up, we do have a lot of trouble dealing with it. So onto our sets and why we're bringing what we're bringing. Our first Pokemon is going to be Snitch, the Weavile. Ice Shard, Icicle, Crash, Low Kick, and Swords Dance with 12 HP, 188 attack adamant, 108 defense, 52 speed def, and 148 speed. And we are holding the Never Melt Ice. This Pokemon does really well in the matchup in the sense that Brendan does not really switch into Ice Stab. The only Pokemon that can switch into this are going to be Flareon, which I don't really think he'd bring, and Lapras, which we do have Low Kick for. We have no real reason to run Knockoff because Icicle Crash does just as much to the Indeedee, but basically we can just always click Icicle Crash whenever this Pokemon comes in and claim a KO, and even we can Swords Dance up late game and try to win with Weavile. Ice Shard is going to be there to keep the Hawlucha as well as even the Excadrill in check, and if anything gets a little bit too out of hand, young Snitch will be here to take care of them. So while Weavile does break everything, I don't think it's a really good win con. We kind of only had Swords Dance on there in case, you know, the option ever comes up, which it totally could, and we didn't need a fourth move. But our real win con is going to be No Name, the Necrozma, and this is a phenomenal setup. We have Photon Geyser, Earthquake, Iron Defense, and Morning Sun. 100 HP, 44 attack, 60 defense, 92 special attack with a quiet nature, 184 speed def, and 28 speed. This set is phenomenal, man. He does not have a switch into Photon Geyser. His switch-ins include Indeedee and Morpeko, and those two Pokemon get destroyed by Earthquake. We went Earthquake over Earth Power because Earthquake does more to Indeedee because Indeedee has good speed def, horrible defense. Iron Defense because his team is almost entirely physical except for the Lapras and the Indeedee, and I guess the Appleton, but I really don't see the Appleton coming. So if we can ever get an Iron Defense off, he's gonna have so much trouble breaking this Pokemon. We actually have 6 EVs, which I'm very proud of. These EVs allow us to 2-hit KO Indeedee if 0 HP with Earthquake. We can also live 2 Life Orb modest Indeedee Shadow Balls, which I don't think he will be modest. We can outspeed the 4-speed Morgrim, and we can live an Adamant Life Orb Earthquake from Drill after 2 layers of Stealth Rocks, and I do believe that covers all of the EVs. We have leftovers for longevity as well as canceling out the sand damage. I think we need to needed some more breakers to pair with this Necrozma, so our next Pokemon is going to be Venusaur. Venusaur is rocking Sludge Bomb, Giga Drain, Weather Ball, the best move in the game, and Synthesis, which we do have to be careful of Synthesis in the sand. We have to keep our sun up. Spoilers. We have 44 HP, 92 defense, 196 special attack, modest with 4 speed, with 4 Spadef and 172 speed. We are holding the Life Orb and we have the Chlorophyll ability. We can outspeed the Scarf Morpeko in Sun. If he does bring a Scarfer, it's probably going to be Morpeko. And then our triple stabs really do just destroy everything. We can live an Excadrill Earthquake if Adamant, Life Orb after Sand. And honestly, man, this Pokemon's just here to break. We get Sun Up and this Pokemon does so much damage to everything. Obviously, with the Sun Abuser, just like the Sand Abuser, comes the Sun Setter. So we have Draciol, the Torkoal. We have Lava Plume, a Rapid Spin, Stealth Rock, and Rock Tomb. 236 HP, 84 defense, bold, 68 special attack, 20 Spadef, and 100 speed. And we have the Heavy Duty Boots, so we don't care about rocks. We can outspeed a 12 speed Appleton, and he doesn't really have a fire switch in, man. His best bet is going to be Flareon, which we do have the Rock Tomb for, as well as speed control. We have Rapid Spin to keep hazards off of our side of the field, and Stealth Rocks to put pressure onto his side of the field. Like I said, this Pokemon is here to pressure with Sun, as well as maybe fire off a Lava Plume or two, maybe claim a KO or two. Draco is a good Pokemon, man. I'm a little bit worried about not having leftovers, but I think Heavy Duty Boots will be worth it. Our next Pokemon is going to be Navi, the Rotom. This Pokemon does phenomenal in this matchup. Actually, it beats both Hawlucha and Excadrill. We have Will-O-Wisp, Hex, Volt Switch, and Defog. Will-O-Wisp because his entire team is physical for some reason for the most part. Volt Switch for things such as the Lapras. Hex to pair with the Will-O-Wisp. Defog because we really didn't need a last move. Actually, you know what? Now that I'm looking at it, Defog might be showing up as a screen on your guys' screen. 204 HP, 244 defense, 4 special attack, modest, 44 Spadef, and 12 speed. We can live a Life Orb, Adamant, Shadow Claw from Excadrill after Rock. We have Colbur for the Hawlucha Throat Chop. We can break a max HP at Excadrill sub, some speed to creep, the rest into Spadef with 4 leftover into special attack. This Pokemon is here to wall both the Hawlucha and the Excadrill and be a very good defensive Pokemon in the matchup. And then lastly, we do have Primarina, and I debated between a lot of Pokemon for this last slot. Flygon did very well, Astrodon did extremely well, and Primarina was the other Pokemon that I really wanted, but I thought Primarina did the best out of all of them. Scald, Moonblast, Aqua Jet, and Protect with the leftovers. 92 HP, 156 defense, 44 special attack, modest, 124 Spadef, and 92 speed. Scald to snag burns because, like I said, his entire team is physical. Moonblast for very good fairy stab, hit something like the Lucha, Appleton, Lapras, things like that. Aqua Jet for priority in case things get a little bit sketchy with the Excadrill, and Protect not only for leftovers recovery but also to stall sand turns. This Pokemon's just here to be a nuisance to spread around some damage, stall sand turns, you know, whatever it may be. And that is going to be the team, guys. So to recap, we have Young Snitch, the Weavile, the breaker this game. He doesn't really switch into this Pokemon at all. We have No Name, if we can get into a position where Morpeko is dead, Necrozma goes crazy. We have Rupert, the Venusaur. If we can keep Sun up, we can offensively pressure and break a whole lot with Venusaur here. The Sunsetter, Draciol, Heavy Duty Boots, Lava Plume. He is here to keep rocks off of our field and spread a lot of damage onto the other field. Navi, the Rotom, here to wall the Hawlucha and Excadrill. This little dude has a big task this week. And then lastly, Primarina. This mon is kind of here as a breaker. I'm not sure what I'm going to really categorize it as yet. Spread around damage and stall sand turns. There are 2 win cons this game. We can either chip the Weezing and get Weavile in a position to win, or we can kill Indeedee and other special attackers such as Morpeko and get Necrozma in a position to win. I think we are very well suited. I think we have a very good matchup this time, and I am ready to get into this match. So thank you so much for watching this team builder, and I will see you guys in just a second with the match. I hate land timers so much. We're here. I'm so tired of land timer. Let's see what Brendan ended up bringing. He did unfortunately have to have someone like basically play for him, so I don't think the person's name is actually gonna be Brendan because his computer's broke right now, so he couldn't use land play, which is totally fine though. It's totally fine. So I actually don't know if he's even gonna upload week 1, which again is fine. His computer's broke. It happens, man. It happens. So not in the mindset to play right now at all. I hate this land timer more than anything, but we got our good luck Victini, and let's get it going. Okay, so the Pokemon he ended up bringing, everything we expected, except he brought Morgrim instead of Indeedee, which is actually really awesome. Totally fine with that. Hello, Morgrim. Any Morgrims? Thank you. Okay. So, I feel pretty confident in this. I actually have no idea what I'm going to lead. Morgrim's also a dark type. I didn't say that in my team builder, but that's okay, dude. Necro. I'm writing down my team. Haha. Like I said, guys, not ready to play this, but we have a really good matchup. I think we'll be okay. Exca, Hippo, Morgrim, Weezing, Lapras, and Lucha. So how do we feel about our lead? I feel like he's gonna lead Hippo. I feel like Rotom's pretty free. We get a Will-O-Wisp off. Actually, I really like that. Rotom's very, very free. I don't really want it to get chipped too much because of Lucha and Exca, but I also don't think we have another better lead. We could also lead Prim, actually, looking kind of good. Actually, Prim's looking phenomenal. You know what? We're going to do that. We're going to lead Prim. Prim's looking like a really good lead because Prim doesn't really have the biggest purpose this game, so I'm fine with this, actually. Rotom, we got to keep healthy, so yeah, that's for sure the best play. It has a good matchup against anything unless he leads Lapras. And even then, I don't know how much we do to a Lapras, actually. How offensive of a Prim are we? 44 modest. How much do we do to a generic max HP Lapras? We do 33%. I don't know what arthritis is. Wheezing. Okay, so that's actually not very cash money either. Wheezing. Sludge Bomb does about half. I could protect the scout, see what he wants to do. Could also go into Torkoal. I feel like Torkoal's fine. I feel like Torkoal doesn't really care about this. Torkoal, he's about 30% from a Lava Plume. Could also go into Rupert. Actually, Rupert's probably the best play. But then he, you know what? We're just gonna click Scald, get some damage off. I think. We find out what kind of set he is. He actually switches out into Nessie. Oh, okay. Water Absorb. That's fine. Water Absorb. This is fine. Lapras. I think I'm going to click Moonblast to get a read on this set. Freeze Dry actually does so much damage, but that's if he's plus special attack. I could also go into... Nah, actually, Chip on this is phenomenal for Weavile. So we're gonna get some Chip on this. We're going to find out a little bit about his set, see what he's doing. We don't have a great way to break Lapras. We could go into Torkoal, I guess, because he's obviously not clicking a water move here. And even if he does, I think we'll be okay. But I think finding out what kind of set this is fine, because Primarina doesn't... Okay? Okay. What? Hello again, Hippo. Was he trying to catch Torkoal? I mean, that makes sense, actually. Oh my gosh, that does so much damage. I think, is he lefties or is he smooth rock? We went first, obviously. I think I don't lose anything clicking Moonblast again. Because if anything, he goes into Lapras, so he's lefties. I'm going to click Moonblast again. Worst case, we KO with the next Scald. Best case, we find out a little bit about the Lapras. So, Hippo does about half with Earthquake. Scald would OHKO him from this range, absolutely. He took... looking like it, yeah. It's looking like he's a mixed defensive Hippo. Yeah, and Scald should always KO from this range. Yeah, switch on to Lapras and let us get a read on your set, please. Arthritis. That's not a Scald switch in? What? Well, we find out about Wheezing. This should do about 25% if he's not Spadef. He is some Spadef. He's not going to be AV, though, which is good. Good information. Probably Black Sludge, and we're going to see it right here, I would assume. And we are faster than it. Okay. So. He's going to click Sludge Bomb here that has no reason not to. But again, we don't switch into that. Skull might be our best play, dude. Just getting some chip off. I think that's what we're going to do. Because like I said, once this gets chipped, this in Lapras, Weezing's in a... Weavile is in a phenomenal position. So he was Black Sludge. Black Sludge. And if he goes Lapras, we'll just get another Moonblast off, I guess. I'm very confused by how he's switching around this. I don't quite understand, but that's okay. We're going to get a Scald off. We're going to see how much damage this does. Enough to put him in range of Moonblast. And he clicks a Venoshock, actually. Venoshock, which I'm fine with. And now we click Moonblast. Should KO from this range every time. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, for sure. Based on the damage we did earlier. We did like 30% earlier. So yeah. He's just... Like, even if he's max but def, this should OHKO. It should KO, excuse me. So we click Moonblast here. He's Venoshock, he did... Wheezing. We got down to what, 107? What are we at? 167, 107. He did 100, or he did 60. Spino Shock. Yeah, that's looking like a standard Weezing. Looking like a standard defensive Weezing. Yeah, okay, so we catch the Lapras. Lapras, yeah. Let's get some read on this damage. This is going to be very important to find out what kind of Lapras this is. So he's lefties, Black Sludge. Is he going to be lefties again? He very well could be. That's going to do not a lot, but we get a special attack drop, which is phenomenal. Is he leftovers? We did about 40% with that Moonblast, so that's looking to be actually an offensive Lapras. Wow. Or we just got a high roll. Actually, and he's not leftovers. I think I'm going to... I think he's Specs. I'm going to go into Torkoal this time. He doesn't switch into this Pokemon. And then I might get my rocks up. I think he's going to be Specs. Didn't see leftovers, because I don't know what else he would be. If he clicks a water move here, then great play. Body Slam. Huh? Okay, well, that's not fun. So now he's clicking Surf. We can go into Venusaur, and we got our Sun, baby. We got our Sun up, and we can start clicking buttons now. Could also go Hippowdon here. That's totally fine. He actually doesn't really go into anything to threaten me unless he goes Hawlucha. Don't go Hawlucha. That wouldn't make sense. I could click Will-O-Wisp. What is this? We've seen this before. Hippowdon. It's fine. This is absolutely fine. We go Venusaur and we click Hippowdon. Hippowdon. We could actually click Giga Drain. Then we go into Rotom as he goes Lucha. Yeah, I'm fine with this. We're gonna click Giga Drain. What's he at? 156. We should KO from this range. It looks like we're gonna click Giga Drain. I don't lose anything. I don't think. Worst case he goes Lucha, and that's not even that bad. Best case he probably sacks Weezing. Best case he stays in and gives us his Pokemon actually, but he could definitely go Weezing and give us that Pokemon. He withdraws. He's gonna give us a Weezing. I'm gonna assume. Yeah. So Venusaur is gonna kill Weezing. I should probably be taking notes. Then it does KO. So goodbye Weezing. And now Weavile in-game's looking phenomenal. We got the necessary chip on basically everything we need. Yeah. If he goes Excadrill here, he's gonna go Excadrill here more than likely. I'm gonna assume Excadrill's pretty free. But then again, actually, he doesn't Oko Venusaur. Mucha Lucha. Okay, so we go into Rotom. We go into Rotom. And then I'm gonna depending on what he does, I'm gonna Volt Switch or Willow. If he subs, obviously I have to Volt Switch into Weavile because he's actually in range of an Ice Shard. Once he clicks sub, I do believe, unless he's unless he's Yachi. Yeah, dude, Ice Shard does 66 to 79%. He clicks Brave Bird. This could be banded. 151. That looks like a lot of damage. That looks like banded damage. Rotom. It's 60. Brave Bird? Oh yeah, that's banded. It's banded Jolly. That makes sense actually. That makes sense. So, does he have a ground type? Yeah. We click Willow here. We could have also clicked Pain Split now that I think about it, but that's fine. So he's banded Brave Bird. Because even Adamant couldn't do that much damage. It's actually great that he gave us that chip. He goes into Hippowdon. We get a burn on Hippowdon, so Hippowdon's very, very whittled. Absolutely. And now what do you do? Go into Torkoal. Torkoal from a burn Hippowdon. Hippowdon, 50. Earthquake. Burned. It does like 20%. I do enjoy having my Sun up. Let's put him in an awkward position. Let's go into Torkoal. Could also go into No Name. No, he's got Morgrim. Now we're gonna go Torkoal. We're gonna get our Sun back up. Earthquake does 20%. We're okay. We're fine. And depending on what he clicks, actually Lava Plume is mad free. Lava Plume's super free. If he clicks Rocks, that's fine. We might click Rapid Spin. He does. I don't really enjoy those rocks, but also I think I pressure a KO with Lava Plume. The Sun. I think I pressure a KO with Lava Plume. Hawlucha. He doesn't have a switch into this, so Lapras is his best switch in. And I don't switch into Lapras. We're clicking Lava Plume. How much will Lapras take from this? It was an offensive Lapras in the sun. He takes 30 to 40%. Oh, he stays in. It's actually phenomenal. That's a good chip. That's some good damage. Whirlwind. Don't go Weavile. Actually, go Weavile. We get a KO. Snitch? That's not Snitch. Actually, that's Rupert in the sun, dog. Wait, hold on. Now I'm excited, baby. Now I'm excited. And now I think we click a Weather Ball and we claim us a KO. He's not giving us this Pokemon. Might give us a Lapras. Hippowdon. That takes a good Jilly. What about Weather Ball in the sun? Takes 50%. We're clicking Weather Ball, dude. I just want to click the animation. Let's get it going, baby. Let's get it going. We claim a KO here. That was worst case scenario for him, by the way. That was absolutely a worst case scenario. Best case here, he gives us this Hippowdon. That would be phenomenal. I really appreciate that. We gotta get a Rapid Spin off at some point, too, if we plan to win with... He withdraws. Go into Hawlucha, go into Hawlucha, go into Hawlucha. Please go into Hawlucha. Oh, wow, 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 wow. In the sun. Goodbye! Perish! Give me my KO! Let's go, dude! Oh my goodness! Let's get it going! All those people that doubted Weather Ball, dude! Oh my goodness! I haven't been this happy in a minute, dude. Let's get it going! Oh my goodness! That was the biggest threat on his team, and we got it going. Kurt. The Morgrim? Sir, you're clicking Thunder Wave, and I do not want that, so I'm going into my Torkoal, and I'm going to click Rapid Spin. He also might be dual screens, which is scary, but he's going to be Eviolite, so we can play around that. Thunder Wave, yeah. I like the nickname. It doesn't look like Kurt. It also looks like JB. We're going to get this Rapid Spin off. He's probably going to go into Hippowdon if he doesn't get a screen up. Which he could totally do. He could totally get a screen up. I would not... That's definitely a good play. Yeah, that's definitely a good play. Please, Torkoal. No, that's fine, dude. I actually... You know what? Now that you mention it, I actually didn't want the Rapid Spin off. Rapid Spin. He's going to get his Reflect up here, and then I'm going to get my Rocks up the following turn. No. Hippowdon? Nessie. Okay. This Mom forces a KO, I do believe. Rapid Spin. I don't know what to go into, actually. Anymore. I don't need Aerial. I really don't need Aerial. And we can also click Protect to stall a turn of... To stall a turn of whatever, whatchamacallit. Dragon Dance. Does this threaten me? Wait, does this threaten Prim? What? Whoa, that's pretty cool, no cap. Lapras. Plus... Oh. +1 Body Slam to... Actually, Torkoal eats from this Pokemon. To Prim. And we actually 2-hit KO. I don't need Prim anymore. We're going to Moonblast. I don't need Prim anymore. And actually, because Moonblast 2-hit KOs this Pokemon right now. And then if he Dragon Dances again, we Moonblast into Moonblast, and then we should KO this Pokemon. Worst comes to worst, we go into Torkoal, and in the sun, we should chew whatever this goes for. This is a weird set, because Lapras did really good specially, I thought. Like, Freeze Dry? He does click it again, so we force the 2-hit KO. I don't think he actually, I don't think he actually kills us. He has to be max adamant, like Life Orb or something. I think we're okay, dude. I'm gonna be honest. And even how much is a Weavile? Actually, yeah, we're absolutely fine. No, we're absolutely fine because we Moonblast again. That puts him in range of either Weavile, Ice Shard, and he clicks Body Slam. I don't think this KOs unless he's max adamant. Yeah, we're fine, and this should KO. And if not, Weavile Ice Shard should KO. 5 to 6%. It should. And how much does Torkoal take from this? Like a liquidation? Nothing. Okay. So we Moonblast. Okay, we have a couple of plays. I don't know if he body slams again, and he's going to KO us. So I should have been writing this stuff down. So we have 2 plays. We can go into Torkoal and Lava Plume, which looks like probably the play. Or we can go Weavile and try to risk the Ice Shard. And if we don't, we don't have Weavile anymore, and we kind of need Weavile, I think, to win late game. So we're going to go into Dracio. We're going to go into Dracio, and we're going to try to get a Lava Plume off. If Dracio gets hit, we're going to have to sack something. I could have went Necrozma, too, now that I think about it. We Lava Plume, so he's DD Lapras. That's really cool. I don't think that makes a lot of sense in the matchup, though. Liquidation, this should do like 40 max. Yeah, we Chew. That's why I don't think this was the bring. And then, yes, goodbye. So, now we still have Torkoal for stun in the back when he inevitably goes Hippowdon right here, which is phenomenal. Worst case right there, our Venusaur would have outsped it at +2. So, like I said, again, like I really don't think that was the bring, but it's whatever. Yeah, we outsped Max. Did we outspeed Max Timid? Actually, if he was Max Timid, he outsped us by 1 point, but I think based on the damage, he was adamant. Yeah, obviously he goes Hippo. Probably gonna get his rocks up, but also, do I go Weavile and force? Actually, I'm gonna go Weavile for sure. Weavile. So I can Swords Dance on this. How much do we do to Excadrill with a +2 Ice Shard? Nothing. So, slack off. Okay, so. Hold on. He also has Whirlwind, which is not very fun. So we have a couple of options here. I think I'm going to Swords Dance. Because he can't Thunder Wave me with, yeah, I'm going to Swords Dance. He can't Thunder Wave me with Morgrim. If I get to +4, I win. If he doesn't end up Whirlwinding. Oh, I got to Crash next turn. Yeah, he doesn't. He might Whirlwind. Excadrill. +4 Ice Shard. Has a crazy... Oh, he just clicked Rocks. Okay. How many turns of Sand does he have left? Torkoal should have been regardless. He probably doesn't know I'm Boots. I don't know if I showed I'm Boots. I gotta play this right. He's gonna Whirlwind, so I have to Crash. Yeah, he's gonna Whirlwind, so I have to Crash. And then... There we go. Let's get it going, Snitch! Let's get it going. That should kill any variant of Hippowdon. Yeah, perish. Perish, dude. Disgusting. Stupid fat hippo. And then... What Pokemon do I have left? I lost Prim. Is that it? Did I also lose Torkoal? No, we still have Torkoal. And also, Necrozma's looking fire at any point in this game. Excuse me. I'm going to Swords Dance and win the game. Reflect. This is fine. You actually don't scare me at all, little dude. Because now we're at +4, so we're essentially at +2 because of Reflect. And +2 Icicle Crash to you if your max bold doesn't KO you, actually. Excadrill. If we're at +6 behind Reflect. He can't Thunder Wave me. He doesn't really pressure me here. I could Crash. I think I'm just going to Crash. I don't think I get anything at it being greedy. So we're essentially at +2. Crash. KOs unless he's Fizz Duff. Which he totally could be Fizz Duff for this exact moment. Ah! That's not very fun. Does this do anything? That does do a lot, actually. And the Sandstorm subsided. So, we click Shard. How much does a +2 low kick do to Excadrill? Actually, we probably KO with a never... Yeah, actually, we KO. So, Ice Shard. Weavile might actually clean up this game. Goodbye, Morgrim. +4... Perish, and we KO Excadrill with Crash. We actually don't KO with Low Kick if he's max HP, which he could totally be like a very, very high HP investment. So, do I want to risk the Low Kick? Do I want to risk the Icicle Crash? This is my guy Snitch, dude. That's all I'm saying. So, let's get it going, Snitch. Because if he's max HP, he can live the low kick, and I really don't want that. And he also could be Chop, but he can't be, obviously, Yachi. And totally could be like a defensive Excadrill, too. Let's get it going, Snitch. Let's get it going, dude. Let's get it going, dog. He's Life Orb. I go... Can Necro kill this? Necro. Earthquake. I go Dracio to get the sun up for Venusaur. His play is to click Rapid Spin and hope I get fully parried, and then outspeed Venusaur in the sun. But even if he does that, I think Necro wins. That was very sad. That's okay, dude. I hate Pokemon so much. Because Young Snitch would be 3-0 kill leader in NCP right now. Okay, well, we got set up for Venusaur. Venusaur's going to claim this KO then. So, Venusaur should always claim this KO. +1. +2. Yeah, there's no way. There's absolutely no way. So, in goes Venusaur. And we get to click Weather Ball one more time, baby. If he was Manual Sand there, that actually would have won too, by the way. That would have been scary. Nah, because Necro. Nah, Necro. We click Weather Ball, and that should wrap up the game. What should have been a 5-0 ends up being a 3-0, and that's absolutely fine. I don't care. We play for dubs out here. But Rupert gets to pick up 2 with Weather Ball, which is so cool. So, unless he was... Dude, if he was Akka, that would have been scary. Nah, because Necro still would have won. It didn't matter. It was just for diff at this point. No matter what, regardless, we win, guys. So that is going to be a dub for your Portland Night Sharers. Your defending champions have went 1-0 now, and we are going to face Bunga Bunga and his Shanghai Dragon Pulse next week. Probably going to be one of the toughest opponents we face all season. Really looking forward to that. Be sure to check out Brendan's side of the video, if there is one, down below. And for now, guys, this has been John Jr. signing off.